Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Egils, for introduction. And today I'm happy to be here. First of all, I want to say thank you, Infinitum, for invitation and opportunity to talk with Latvian professional audience in field of digital advertising. And I have an honor to introduce organization IAB, and I want to talk about different trends and connection these trends with your business, your opportunities to develop your business. And wow, where is the map? Don't worry, here is the map of the world. Anyway, I want to introduce Interactive Advertising Bureau. This is a global organization that unites different participants, publishers, advertising platforms, research companies together for market development. And IAB operates in 42 countries. Right now you can see flags. And I want to explain that every national branch of IAB is an independent, non-profit public organization that unites local players, has their own agenda, finance, vision, operations, but every IAB in every country has the same mission. Our mission is the growth of market of interactive advertising. And why I'm here? Because I want to share with you with the global experience how we grow the market. First of all, we work for rules, for standards, and when you are watching on some banner or digital video that has a special size, you need to remember that size of this creative was developed in somewhere in IAB, and IAB provides all the world some standards, not only for banners, just also for digital video, for programmatic and RTB sales, and also among IAB standards you can find descriptions, not only creatives but also business processes. And if you want to deeply understand how it works and what's extra opportunities for development your media or your strategy, I strongly recommend to read it on IAB site, iab.net, and find everything about construction of internet advertising. The main second direction of our activity, research. We need to make the market more transparent, and through market dynamic explain what's the next big thing and what trends necessary to keep in focus of attention. We organize some educational events, and I want to say one more thanks to Infinitum for organizing and working for market education, because interactive advertising is a really difficult thing for understanding for business, and a lot of changes in products and necessary to explain how it works, and because all seminars, conferences are really important things and part of market development. Self-regulation and international cooperation also our useful direction of activity, and together we able to make global initiative like measurement and markets through the world. And why I'm able to tell you about European market of interactive advertising, because we in connection with each other. So a couple of words about IAB Russia. This is a public non-profit organization that was established in 2009, and IAB Russia unites key Russian publishers like Yandex, Rambler, RBK, also Google Russia. Right now is a member of IAB Russia. Research companies like Comscore and TNS, and we unite our forces for market development in Russia. And our experience helps us to communicate with another players on the market, with the regulators, with another associations, and IAB Russia right now union of experts, and we have our vision how we're able to help advertisers to use our instruments better. And why I want to share with our experience and talk about trends that necessary to keep in mind, in focus of your attention when you are thinking about how to spend money for digital marketing. So let me know you better and ask who are you, who from you are advertisers. Please raise hands if you spend money for interactive advertising. Advertisers, hello. Wow, okay. So no, actually I want to say thank you for your money and attention to our industry, and I hope that understanding of trends in digital advertising will help you spend money more effective. This is a really awful slide. Impossible to start planning of interactive marketing and during the day understand what's necessary to do. Really thousands and thousands different providers, platforms, networks, agencies offer some instruments, and how to make a choice. This is a big issue. Anyway, I want to recommend you remember about main trends that we have already discussed on this stage, like mobile advertising. Thank you, Michael. Programmatic RTB and big data. Digital video advertising, viewable impressions. Maybe this is a new term for you, but I'll try to explain what does it mean. Cross-channel communication and automation. I want to add information from Michael, the second speaker of this conference, that mobile advertising is rising, that mobile advertising has a big potential. This is absolutely new figures from a report of IAB PricewaterhouseCoopers Internet Ad Revenue report from second quarter of this year. For American market, I want to say that right now, mobile money in United States already 24% of all digital money. It seems to me Americans already in mobile advertising. And this is important to remember when you are planning your communication strategy. Necessary to ask about opportunities, and mobile advertising has a really great potential, and this is not words. We can see it with money. Unfortunately, in Russia, also in Europe, we have a gap between levels of development of our markets, maybe 2 or 3, sometimes 4 years in different directions. But we are ready to change something and go to this direction, and during 2 or 3 years we will have a similar split for channels, and mobile will have, I think, also quarter of our budgets. I need to write this definition of mobile advertising, and you will have it in presentation that Infinitum will provide to you after this conference. You need to remember that mobile advertising, this is everything that were delivered through mobile devices, through smartphones, feature phones, tablets, and formats, not only display and video, also and search and SMS, etc., etc. This all formats you can use through mobile devices. Another big trend that we continue to discuss during the last 2 years, programmatic. Not RTB. RTB, this is already old-fashioned term. Right now, most important and interesting term programmatic, because programmatic unites not only RTB, road to bottom auction, when you able to buy really cheap traffic. Also, programmatic includes private deals. This is a usage of RTB protocol for a relation between premium brands and premium publishers with guaranteed volume and prices, but with a usage of RTB protocol and infrastructure. If we will see a gain to American market, programmatic has a forecast for the next 4 years to have 30% of 29% of the market. If we will talk about, for example, Russian market, in last year we have only maybe 5 or 6% of display money in programmatic, and forecast for this year about 10%. And this is because we have a gap in infrastructure development. If we will see back on this picture, you need to remember that every module, every part of this infrastructure has a really big price, and every market needs a lot of investments for development interfaces and services for usage. But I'm happy to know from Michael that right now in Scandinavia you already have not only Google but some interesting local players like Adform or and other companies, and programmatic available in Scandinavia and Latvia also. Another big trend that we have already talked during the first presentation, big data. And big data is a real new oil, and every effective communication right now and in the nearest future will use data for targeting, data for analysis, and you need to remember that you are actually pumps for this data. When you are clicking on advertising or making like in social network, you provide information about it to hundreds different advertising platform, data suppliers, data management platform, data aggregators, etc., etc., etc. And every your behavior, I don't know, unfortunately, maybe not really transparent for all this big advertising infrastructure, and you need to think about your data. If you are a company, you need to remember about value of your first-party data. If you are e-commerce shop, you need to keep it safety, fight against data leakage, find trusted partners who buy for you with usage of your data media, and necessary to keep attention with data usage. In the digital world where media became commodity good and available for everybody, you will have competitor advantage in field of usage of your own data, and necessary to remember it and invest to collecting your data. And I'll talk about in one more trend, not digital video, but this will be next another trend. What about digital video? According a report of internet ad revenue from IAB, in last year, the second rising segment after mobile was digital video. Right now we can see two interesting things. Usage of digital video grows. People like watch video on their mobile devices, some funny information from social networks, and after this time spent for digital video, budgets from big brands start to migrate from TV to digital channel. And right now every big and also middle-sized brand starts to use digital video in their communication split. And you need to remember that this is not only communication like in TV. You are able to use all targeting, all your first-party data for improvement of this communication, and why digital video really grows and potentially really interesting channel. If we will see to Russian market in last year, in-stream video advertising had a share about 16% of display, and forecast from VI, this is the biggest seller of interactive advertising in Russia for the 2018, about 33% of display will have a digital video. Viewable impressions. This what's that? Viewable impressions. This is a new currency for interactive advertising products. Right now, when you are buying or selling banner, you are not always sure that this banner will be displayed in viewable part of the screen. And this is a real problem, and for different companies like 4A, American Association of Advertising Agencies, ANA, Association of National Advertisers, IAB, you know, and Research Council united their forces and have decided to develop new audience currency, viewable impressions. Right now, Google already supports viewable impressions, and when you are buying impressions from Google, you have a guarantee that this will be from viewable part of the screen. And this initiative really important, and if you are advertiser and going to buy some display advertising, you need to ask from supplier, are you ad is viewable? Because not only Google, but most of another players right now have developed infrastructure for compatible of this specification. And also this initiative, Make Immersion Make Sense, works for development not only new currency, but also for creating a standard classification of all ad units. For example, how to compare big banner on display and full screen banner on mobile device. And this will be useful for media planning, for calculating some and forecasting some effectiveness. And actually viewable impressions became a new currency, and you will have more effective display instruments and products. Cross-channel communications. This trend unites all that I have already described, because necessary to use continued communication with the same person through different channels. And development of modern platforms that allows you to communicate with person on mobile device, on desktop, on connected TV is the way to save money for communication, control the frequency of connection, and organize more safe communication with every person. And last but not least, trend automation. Again, this trend unites all that I have described, because right now, actually, in digital advertising, we have a possibility to keep connection with every single person through all our platforms. And right now, in the center of marketing strategy, we have CRM, customer relationship management platform, and we use it for collecting data about consumer experience, and we use this platform for creating segments for advertising targeting. We use this platform for usage concept of cross-channel communication, and also we collect all that data about our customers in one center, and this is our main value for working with the market. How you can start to use it? This is a question to all your teams. to your chief technical officer, and to your marketing people. And I want to repeat that necessary to collect data about all your customers and continue communication through all available media. I want to illustrate how these trends realize it in different countries and different markets, and show you, of course, main indicator of any trends, money. So in United States, we can see, wow, some problem. Here some parts of mobile advertising, and it illustrates that mobile right now in United States grows with three-digit figures. At the same time, all digital advertising rise just only 18%. And we can see that mobile helps American market to rise, mobile and video. And if we will talk about pricing model, we can see that CPM, this is display pricing model, grows. This is after impact of RTB and programmatic sales. You can see that internet in the United States #1, and main advertising categories: retail, finance, auto, telecom. What about Europe? I want to introduce you a DEX benchmark report that unites information and data from 26 countries from Europe, and you can see that European advertising market, according to this survey, also rise, and last year was 27 billion euro. And main drivers also display after impact of programmatic sales. The champion in the Europe, UK, second Germany, third France, and fourth Russia. This is absolutely clear because these countries have a big population. Now you can see a rest of European countries in this survey, and maybe you will find your country in this rating somewhere, sometime. So anyway, really interesting and useful to compare growth by countries. What's the dynamic? Average dynamic in Europe, 12%. What's about your market? Lower or higher of this figure? This is really interesting for understanding health of your market. Unfortunately, of American market, first media in Europe, TV, and really interesting number. What is the online spend per capita in Europe? 37 euro. This is also one mark for comparing your market with another European markets. A couple words about Russian market. During 5 years, we had a tremendous dynamic of rising, 76, 55, but forecast for this year about maybe 20%. And also in Russia, internet advertising media #2 and controls 22%. Interesting to compare volume of Russian and American markets. This is American market. This is not this is not just only dots, this is the size of Russian market, and you can see that right now Russian market less about 19 times than American, and this allows us to make conclusion about which market has more money for development of infrastructure and standards. Of course, American, and why we trust them, because they spend more money for research and standard development. And the last survey that I want to mention, IAB Russia Digital Advertisers Barometer. We asked big advertisers about their plans to spend money for digital, and I want to say that actually 45% of large internet companies going to increase their budget in this year. And this is really interesting conclusion that growth of the advertising budgets does not depend from anything. Because right now, interactive advertising is so effective that advertising will use online because they not able to continue their business without it. This is the main trend. Interactive advertising is so effective that necessary to forget about it. Here a lot of useful links, and my last word, welcome to Russia, to Moscow Mix Russia conference on 2nd of December, if you want to continue a discussion about interactive advertising trends. Thank you very much. Egils? Do you have questions?
Hello. Okay. There is this one comment.
Yes.
Because on your map, there were not 3 flags. There were at least 3 flags. And that is Latvia, Lithuania, and Estonia. And that is why I guess these countries are not into the reports also, right?
No. On my map, it seems to me I have not that flags.
IAB is not represented in our countries.
I know.
Right now, so that is why these countries are not presented also into the statistics, right?
Yes.
So yeah, this is something that we ourselves must, build or do or create like an association or something like that. That is
necessary. Raise hand to call our American colleagues and say we are a local professional community of interactive advertising, and we are ready to cooperate. Let's start to work together, and this is the way, I think.
Okay. So anyway, if we're talking, this is the association part, let's say, or the interactive advertising bureau part, with all the the good information. But maybe I wanted to also to ask you about Russia and Baltics. How are Russian business people who are involved into digital? How are they looking at Baltics? Like really small, or is there like some kind of opportunity there?
So no, it seems to be every advertiser here that has customers in Russia knows how to use Yandex or Mail.ru for sales for Russian target audience. And actually, we are really connected for in segment of tourism, finance, real estates. Yes. And right now, it seems to me it's really works, and I hope that my information, some figures, some papers in your materials with Russian ecosystem will help you to use different Russian companies that absolutely open for cooperation and always happy to have new advertisers from Baltic countries. I want to say that Yandex has a branch in Europe, Yandex Europe in Zurich, and you are able to buy this inside of European Union. This is not a big issue, and I think that for Latvia this is a really big opportunity to use infrastructure instruments from big neighbor like Russia. And most of you know Russian language, and this is also a useful thing and skill. And I hope that we will cooperate in every level when we will need. So we Russian publishers need your money. Welcome. And I think that most of Russian will be happy to visit Latvia for different purpose.
I also understand that there are like, how to say, there are companies who are willing to work here. Like they're doing business in Russia, but they want to establish also some kind of office, like maybe technological or maybe at some for political reasons, so, to create something here, also here.
Actually, internet is a global thing, and you make a choice where to establish your headquarters after reasons of, I don't know, climate. I like Baltic Sea. This summer I spent a week on sailing races here. So I like this place. I like that you have a sea in Moscow we haven't seen. And maybe different people are able to find another reasons, also like more convenient finance systems that closer to Europe and United States. Actually, in Russia, we have more regulation with international business and payments through the border. So it depends what kind of business you are going to organize. Maybe if you want to be a government supplier, Russian government, you need to work in Russia and have a headquarters in Moscow. If you want to be a supplier for some European government, necessary to be here. So no, I believe that borders, this is some medieval things, and every person, I believe, have a right to live everywhere.
Okay.
Okay.
Any questions from audience?
Hello.
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 Okay, so Boris will be also here,
oh.
And if you will have like any questions or any comments, you can find him here.
Yes, I'll find you and your colleagues. I have a lot of questions about your measurement of your market and your vision how to cooperate better. Maybe I'll sell you some technologies. I don't know.
Okay.
So thank you very much. Without any kidding, thank you very much for invitation and
thank you.
Opportunity to talk with the market. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so let's give a round of applause.